Hey guys, JTS here, and today I wanted to get into some of the mysteries of the moon. I've been digging on it a lot lately, and the more I learn, the less it makes any sense. And I'm not even going to be getting into the sort of force field that has been observed, or whatever you would like to call it, cloaking device, because it certainly does not fit with the model for how the moon became as it is, with the only form of erosion it really has, as we, officially say, as is the official model suggests. The official model does not fit with reality. What is the truth? I honestly do not know, but I have a feeling there was a reason that we were told, or that we never went back to the moon, and I have a feeling that maybe we were told to not come back. There's some interesting things, like some of the original astronauts had said, I think it might have been off the record or something like that the entire time they were up there, they were not alone. And there was actually, during the whole original Apollo, I think 11 broadcast, there was, I think, about 5 minutes or so where the audio feed was cut. Not because it was cut, but because they weren't talking through anything the public could hear. They were talking to Houston. They were saying, hey, this shit's fucked up. What is going on? What should we do? And as far as I understand, that is how it went. And then you have the fact that all of the telemetry data, all of the data regarding it at all has been just missing. It's gone. Some people argue it's because we never went to the moon. I don't know. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. It's a good question. But if these images we have of the moon are accurate and are not doctored, then we are dealing with something so much stranger than we ever thought. And I'll be getting into a couple other details that make it even stranger after this, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. And I'll let you dig into some of the other things to learn about it for yourself. So here we have the castle, Hoagland's castle, which is 9 miles above the moon. If I'm remembering correctly, it's said to be gigantic, like big, big, big. Like a couple miles or something like that. Then we have a geometric square. I do not know. It doesn't seem as though there's much else here in this image worth even talking about. But here's a larger image. I guess an Apollo 10 frame 4822. And there's the castle. There is a zoom up of the castle. It's a strange thing. That's an image that's very, very terrible. But I had seen a better resolution one at one point. That was that. I couldn't find it in time to make this, but that's life. That's life. But from the castle, you even have what they've termed the Tower of Babel on the lunar far side, which obviously is this thing. Which, if I remember correctly, that's like 3 to 6 miles tall. There is, I think that's what's called the spire. That is actually nothing. That is just something that's actually on the film to show the orientation. So that, you know what I mean? It's just a sort of crosshairs or whatever you'd like to call it to show which direction is which from, and how the camera actually took the image. Like what angle the camera was facing when it took the image. But there's the spire from the Lunar Orbiter 3, frame number 84 MIII, or M3. So it's not just some random image. This is something that was actually from NASA that has made it out. The tower, cube, and shard. Here's another image. There's the orientation. 7-mile high glass-like tower / cube left, and the 1.5 mile high glass-like shard. It's the shard, and that's the cube. Now these structures could not exist with our current model of the moon. Could not, are impossible. Impossible. And that's what really has me asking some questions about it. But I think that's really all the images that I had to show. Now, just a few other details that you may find interesting. Now, normally when you have a planet that has a moon, it's something like a pebble rotating around a basketball. The moon is tiny and the planet is huge in comparison. There are, as far as we have observed, not a single other planet in the observable universe that has a moon like ours. Now think about what that might mean. Think about the implications of that. Because our moon is the size it is, and is at the exact distance it is from us, it is capable of projecting an eclipse. There is no other moon in the universe that we have observed that can create a total solar eclipse. It can't be done. They're too small. Why? I don't know. How it got there? I also don't know. But it's certainly not natural. That much I do know. Who put it there? I'm not going to speculate, because there's no reason to. It honestly is only going to muddy the water, and people are going to be dissuaded because of that, because they'll find, you know, a guess as being too far. Because I honestly don't know. I don't know that anyone does know. But it's certainly fucking interesting to me, and it may be one of the biggest mysteries that I've discovered in recent times. It is an enigma that only gets more complicated the further you dig. And there are a lot of good people you can check out to learn more. I'm sure you can find them by looking. It's not going to be too hard. Just look for people talking about Hoagland's castle and the spire, and you'll be on the right track. And just the anomalous qualities of the moon, and how we honestly can't explain it. We honestly cannot. Or we are not. It's one of those two. It's either beyond us at this point, or we are being lied to about it. Well, of course we're being lied to, but the question is, do the liars actually know the truth, or do they just know a part of it? Do they just know enough to know that we can't know it? That's the question. The answer? I don't know. I don't know how we'd find out. I don't know how I'd find out short of going to the moon and seeing it for myself and examining it. And even then, who's to say I'd actually gain any new information or insight into it? This is some complicated shit. It's so utterly strange, too. But that's been JTS. Hope you have a great day.